Hello, welcome to the next topic in moment distribution frame. Now the problems we will see on the frame. The frames are basically of two types, non-sway type of frame and sway type of frame. First we will see about the non-sway type of frame. The analysis of such a frame when loading conditions and the geometric of a frame is such that there is no joint translation. That is nothing but the horizontal sway is similar to that given for the beams. So example number 3, analysis the frame shown in figure by moment distribution method. Draw BMD assuming EI is a constant. Now in this frame we look the members are AB, BC, CD and CE. B joint having a two sides of member BA and BC. On a joint C there are three members are going from a joint C, CB, CD and CE. Joint D and joint E is hinge support and joint A and support A is fixed. As up till right now, as we have seen, the step 1 is to find the fixed end moments. Fixed end moments of MAB, MBA, MCD, MDC, MCE and MEC all are equal to 0 as there is no load is acting on the beams. Member BC has a UDL, so WL square by 12, that's why minus 15 kilonewton meter, and MCB is WL square by 12 is equal to 15 kilonewton meter. Step 2, to find distribution factor. Again the same distribution factor having a table. Joint, first column is a joint, second column member, third column relative stiffness, fourth column summation K, and the last column distribution factor, that is K upon summation K. On a joint B, if we see there are two members are acting, BA and BC. Again as a relative stiffness we are finding BA with on sub BA. From B, if we look towards A support is fixed, so relative stiffness far end is fixed, that's why I by L. As L is 5, that's why it comes I by 5. That's why comes 5. Then from B to C, member BC, for member BC from B to C, if we look C joint is nothing but the continuous joint or rigid joint. So again for a continuous joint or a rigid joint, relative stiffness factor is I by L. That's why again it comes I by 6, as 6 is nothing but the span 6. So summation K, it is 11 by 30 I, and we find the distribution factor for BA, it comes 0.55, and for BC it comes 0.45. Next joint C. On a joint C there are three members are coming, CB, CD and CE. So relative stiffness finding out from C to B. If we look from C to B, B is a rigid joint. That's why again for a rigid joint, far end joint is fixed or rigid or continuous. So relative stiffness factor is I by L. So again here it's come I by 6 as L is 6. So then next on a joint C, next member is connecting on joint C is member CD. As we look from C to D, D joint is a hinge joint. As a hinge joint, if far end is hinge, roller or overhanging joint, so we require relative stiffness factor is 3 by 4 I by L. That's why here it comes 3 by 4 I by L, and L is 5. That's why instead of L we are written is a 5. and for next joint, next on a next joint, next on a joint C, next member is CE. If we look to CE, 3 by 4, I by 4. Sorry, 3 by 4, I by L. L is 4. Again, finding out the K of individual member, relative stiffness, finding out summation K, it comes to 0.51 I, and we find it out the distribution factor. First comes 0.33, second comes 0.3, and third comes 0.37. Always make sure that the summation of distribution factor at a joint should come 1. It is always distribution summation of distribution factor at a joint should come 1. If we add 0.33, 0.3 and 0.37, this value comes 1. So calculations are right. Step 3, distributing the moments. In a distributing moments, the same like first row comes our distribution factor, second row comes joint, third row comes member, and fourth row comes fixed moment initially. So on a joint A, we have written the joints joint A, joint B, joint C, joint D, and joint E. On a A, there is only AB. On a joint A, there is only AB, so AB comes. On a joint B, there is BA and BC. So on joint B, BA and BC. On a joint C, there are 3 members are there. So we have written CB, CD, and CE. CB, CD, and CE. On a joint D, there is DC, DC, and on a joint E, EC. Then writing fixed end moments as we have found it out: AB 0, BA 0, BC minus 15, CB plus 15, CD 0, CE 0, DC 0, and EC 0. Distribution factor as we have found it out: for BA 0.55, for BC 0.45, for CB 0.33, for CD 0.33, for CD 0.3, and for CE 0.37. We already found it out in the last slide. Distribution factor for fixed end, as we have studied in the distribution factor definitions, for fixed end distribution factor is 0, and for hinge or roller distribution factor is 1. Here it comes 1 as it is hinge, and as A is fixed, that's why on a A it comes 0. Then starting the distributing the moment, as initial table we are written on starting. As for the starting, as we have I have given the hint that we should look first of all hinge roller supports. Now if we see in a given problem, there is a hinge support at D and E. Now at D and E is a hinge support. We need to start from there, but if we see the fixed end moment at D and E, the fixed end moment at D and E is already a 0 value. So we don't need to balance it. So automatically our first step has finished. Then next, after hinge roller, we need to see internal, that is continuous or rigid joint. Now continuous or rigid joint are joint B and joint C. So if we do the summation of moments at a joint B, summation should comes 0. So if we add 0 plus 0 minus 15, so it comes difference of a minus 15. And on joint C, if we do plus 15 plus 0 plus 0, it comes plus 15. So this minus 15, for balancing we required plus 15. On joint B, the difference is summation is 0 minus 15. For need to do 0, we required plus 15. So similarly we need to distribute it of a plus 15. So plus 15 multiplied by 0.55, it comes 8.25, and plus 15 multiplied by 0.45, it comes 6.75. It comes 0.675. As 8.25 we have distributed, we need to do the carryover factor. As A support is fixed, so there is a carryover factor of 4.1. 0.13, and on 6.75 the carryover factor comes 3.38. Now similarly we are distributing the moments on joint C. Now we look to the on joint C. On a joint C, summation is plus 15, so for balancing we required minus 15. So minus 15 multiplied by 0.33, it comes minus 4.95. It comes minus 4.95. Minus 15 multiplied by 0.33, it comes minus 4.5. And minus 15 multiplied by 0.37, it comes minus 5.55. After again distributing, we need to see the carryover factor. As we have distributed the moments of minus 4.95 on a CB, we need to give the at CB. B support is continuous or rigid support. So we need to give half moment m by 2 carryover factor, that is 4 minus 2.48. On a CD we are distributed minus 4.5, but on a DC if we distribute, we have not distributed, we have distributed as a 0 because far end is hinge, and on a hinge or roller we carryover factor doesn't goes, it goes 0. Similarly at a CE there is a minus 5.55. On a E there is no a distribution factor, no a carryover factor goes of 0. So now if we look on a joint B, as we have balanced the joint, B, but due to this carryover factor, the joint becomes unbalanced. So again we need to distribute this 2.48. So this unbalanced moment is minus 2.48. So for balancing we require plus 2.48. So 2.48 we need to distribute properly in a proportionate manner, that is distribution factor. So 2.48 multiplied by 0.55, we get 1.38. And similarly 2.48 multiplied by 0.45, we get 1.12. Again carryover factor goes to the far end, as BC C support is continuous, so it goes 0.56 half, and on BA A support is fixed, so it goes 0.68. Similarly if we go to the joint C, on a joint C we have balanced this 15 kilonewton meter moment, but due to the carryover factor comes from joint B of 3.38, the joint becomes unbalanced. Of 3.38. So again this 3.38 we need to distribute. Unbalanced amount is plus 3.38, so balancing moment we required minus 3.38. So 3.38 multiplied by 0.33, it comes minus 1.12. 3.38 multiplied by 0.3, it comes to minus 1.01, and 3.38 multiplied by 0.37, again it comes to minus 1.25. Again half goes to the carryover factor CB on a B side, as B support is continuous or rigid, it goes to half 0.56. And again on a D it comes 0 because these supports are hinge. On a hinge there is no carryover factor goes. Again due to carryover factor of 0.56, the joint B becomes unbalanced, and again we have distributed. So again we need to distribute it 0.31 and 0.25. The same steps of process the before cycle, in a previous cycle we have done, the same cycle we have done, and we are carry overing and we are doing these steps again and again up to the we are coming 0.05. We are coming the distributing moments in 0.0 order, 0.0, 0.0. Remember that at the time of closing, always close or always end the distributing moments in a balancing type. Only on a fixed support carryover take. Here see we have not carryover of 0.02, and here from here also 0.02. We are just ended here by balancing the moments. So adding all the moments from a cycle, we get the final moments of 5 kN at joint A and joint B, 9.97, 9.97, 12.78, 5.72, 7.0600. Now how we are drawn? This is a 5 on joint A. 5 means clockwise moment is coming, so we apply like this. It goes to this side. From BA it is plus, so plus means we apply like this. Again it goes to this side. On BC it is minus 9.97, so we apply like this. It goes upside like this one. On a CB it goes 12.78, it goes like 12.78 like this one. For a 7.06 minus clockwise, so here it is 7.06, and here it is minus 5.72, and this is WL square by 12 as a UDL. So in this way we have found out the moment distribution. We have drawn the moment distribution diagram. Thank you.